So this week's video is just going to be another quick little video, and the topic of today's video is going to be bipolar depression, more specifically how it's been affecting me these past few weeks. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath, but so I've been very up and down with my depression lately. Like, I haven't had much energy to do things, and when I do want to do things, it's always more sexual in nature. But right now, I've been feeling very down and not able to really get out of bed that easy. Like, it takes me several hours to get the strength to get out of bed. Luckily, I only have class one day a week, and it's in the afternoon. So there's plenty of time for me to get up and get out to school without being late. But the problem is, I have stuff that's due throughout the week that I have to do as part of my class. My class, as I've said before, is a capstone project, where I'm doing, my assignment is to do a strengths and needs assessment of whatever town I pick. I've picked a small section of my town, and other people in the class are doing different sections of the town as well. And I've done the starting points. I've written up what I'm doing, how I'm going to do it, and the timeline for when I'm going to do things. But I've had a hard time sticking to that timeline because, A, the weather, and B, of how my depression's been affecting me. And I had to do a history section of my town. I've done that, and I'm waiting for feedback on that part because my teacher's giving us feedback after each section. But now comes the actual hard part of scheduling interviews and giving out surveys to people out in the community, people that I don't know. And that's causing my anxiety to flare up, because I know anxiety itself is a disorder. There's different types of anxiety disorders. To my knowledge, I don't have any phobias, so that's not part of my anxiety, but I do have a lot of general anxiety and social anxiety, which is making this kind of hard. So, today I'm actually made a plan. I've gotten up. I needed change to do my laundry, so I ordered takeout and got change for that. So, later today I'm going to do my laundry and sit down to actually type out the survey questions I've come up with to send to my teacher for approval. So I've got a plan of action for today, which is good. And I'm going to wait to actually call people or go out and interview people until I've gotten approval for my survey. So basically that's all I can get done now, is what I've just said I'm going to do. But it's good to actually have a plan, and so probably next week I'll actually be calling the people to do the interviews. Next week, if I remember correctly, is also spring break. So, I'm not going to be going anywhere fun for spring break. It's just going to be trying to get these interviews and surveys done. But enough about the project, more on I just mentioned the project because it's my main thing that I need to get done right now, and bipolar is making it very hard. I've been having issues with getting my meds and taking them on time. I know that is through my own fault for the most part. Sometimes the prescriptions haven't been available, but I'm an adult now, so it's my job to make sure I can get that figured out. I know that, but it doesn't make it any easier all the time. Right now, I just put in to have my pills delivered, because I have quite a bit, and I was having an issue coming up with money to get them. I don't know if that's a problem other people have, but I know maybe it is for other people here in America where we don't have free health care. Well, everyone doesn't have free health care, and I know there's co-pays and stuff, and not everybody can be on the Medicaid or Medicare that is offered. I know there's whole issues with that, so that can be a problem for other people too. And I mean, if that is a problem, there are different options. I know for those of you out there who may be having that problem, I don't know how well it works, but I've seen a bunch of commercials on the TV for this GoodRx system where you show a card to the pharmacist and they can show you the cheapest payment for co-pays and stuff like that. So that may be a good thing to maybe try out. Keep in mind, I'll try to get more information about that and talk about it in a later video. But another issue I've been having is finding the motivation to do the stuff I need to do. A lot of times when I get in my dark places, I get suicidal. I know this is a trigger warning for some people, so if you want to tune out now, I understand. But for those of you who maybe it's something you're able to handle, I'll just go into this a little bit so that you understand this is a common problem for people with depression and bipolar depression and other types of mental health issues. I haven't really had any hallucinations, which are usually what lead me to do suicidal or self-harm things. But I get these flashing images in my head of me being dead in different ways, and it's scary because it's not something I can control. They're like intrusive thoughts that just come out and happen, and I haven't found a way to get them to go away yet. But what does keep me grounded, and everybody has a different thing that's gonna keep them from actually committing the acts that go through their head. I shouldn't say everybody. I know people find it hard, but the best advice I would give is to try to find something that kind of keeps you grounded to, the feelings of wanting to stay alive even throughout the chaos. For me, it's my family. I have a very good family and support system, and I know they'd all be devastated if something happened to me. I know that's not the same for everybody, but one of the great things about being a person is you can kind of create your own support system. It's definitely easier said than done, but it's possible. Like, you find friends that you really connect with, and they can become like your family. I've had a lot of friends throughout my life that have been more like sisters to me than just friends. And it's very helpful to have people in your corner that you can talk to when you're feeling down and like you need to be lifted up. And I know it can be hard, like if you have a family that doesn't really understand about mental illness and stuff like that. I do have some family members like that who might not fully believe it's a real thing. So I sort of found a way to navigate what I need without necessarily going into detail about why I need the things, or like knowing who I can go to for what. Like, I have an aunt that I can usually always go to share my mental health struggles, as long as she's not in a bad place where she's struggling. And my mom, I can always ask her I can usually ask her for help when I'm really in crisis and need to calm down. And I have grandma who, she doesn't understand some of the more challenging aspects of mental health. But she's always there for my physical needs. Like, I can call her, say, hey, I have an appointment and I can't get there, but I need to go. Can you take me? And if she's free, she'll always take me, or she's who I go to get my groceries. I can say, I'm out of food, I need to stop here. Do you think you'd be able to pick me up and take me? And she's very quick to do that, and it's gotten easier since she moved closer. So it's just about knowing who you can go to for what. Because not everybody's going to be able to provide the same, support. They might not be able to be there emotionally for you because they're struggling themselves. But they can be there physically, or they might not be able to be there physically because they're farther away. But in a crisis, you can just call them and they can calm you down and work you through whatever problem you're having. I'm sorry, I'm really out of breath and I don't know why. But, and there's also a lot of, call numbers you can reach. I've reached out to different call numbers. I prefer, you can text, there's text hotlines. I will put those in the video down below, the different call and text numbers. Well, not the video, but okay. I will put those in the description below so that you guys can kind of know where to go when you need help. And it's something I found that's, I hate using the word help so much, but very helpful when I am struggling and I'm so close to committing suicide, but I'm scared of being put into the hospital. I know the hospital definitely, if it's something that is an emergency and you feel like you absolutely can't go on and nothing's going to talk you out of it, then I hate to say it, but the hospital is going to be the best choice for you. But if you think maybe there's a glimmer of hope still, you can call these numbers or text these numbers, and it's free of charge for the most case. And you can just get out all your highest crisis problems with the people on the other line until you can maybe get in to see your regular doctor or get in to set up an appointment with a doctor who might become your regular doctor. So just stuff like that is very helpful. I know I've been talking about suicide a lot, but that's the biggest problem I have with my bipolar is suicidal thoughts or risky behaviors. That's another thing. I have been struggling with risky behaviors for on and off for the past few weeks when I haven't been in the depressive state. I've been in the risky state. Like buying stuff on impulse that I don't need that's caused problems financially for my, actually paying my bills. Or maybe getting myself into social situations which are definitely not the best for my physical or mental health. So these are things I am going to talk to my doctor about because I have a wonderful doctor that I see regularly, usually once a month. And I have a medication doctor. I'm going to talk to her, and I think I do need a change with my medicine, so I'm going to get that in. And this is kind of the reason I'm doing this video is because I've been having so many problems, especially with doing what I need to get done, and I now consider YouTube something I need to get done because it helps me knowing that there's a chance somebody could see these videos and also get help. That's become a sort of therapy for me, but I've been in such a bad place that I haven't made a new video this week to put on YouTube, so I figured this one would be the most helpful, is talking about why I haven't been able to make a video, and this is kind of good for me to work my way through different things I can do in the future when I am having problems. And hopefully it's also helpful to some of you out there. But I'm going to end the video here. I just wanted to kind of touch up on these different things. There's so much information available for, like, the sites I trust are the Mayo Clinic and WebMD. I've used them before. Anything from the Psychology Association, the APA. That's all trusted information about these different issues. I'll put links to those sites as well. And hopefully you can all, if you're struggling or know somebody who's struggling, can use the information that I'll be providing to help either yourself or that person that you know maybe come out of their struggles. So again, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm not going to go through my usual like, comment, subscribe thing that I usually do, but because, especially on a serious topic like that, but if you feel like this has been helpful, maybe you can do that, because it lets me know that I've been helpful and kind of lets me know where to go from here. So thank you again for tuning in. That's going to be all. Bye.